can be lost. I can like a river.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, it's your girlfriend Liel. She's back again in the streets. I hope you've been well. I hope you've been taking good care of yourselves. And I just want to send out a shout out to all the people who have subscribed on my channel thus far. Thank you very much, and thank you for the comments. And I believe that we're going to have a beautiful relationship as we go forth. And yeah, so today I am here with a very I could say it's a personal story. It's something that I actually went through. Like, it's something that is very close to my heart, something that is very heart aching, something that is very unspoken about in the society at large when we grow up. It's something that haunts me every day. It's something that I want in the future not to happen to the next generation and the generation after that. It breaks my heart to see a lot of people being ignorant towards this matter. It breaks my heart so much in such a sense whereby I find myself crying it sometimes, like crying out, crying and thinking, why me? Why did I have to go through so much trauma? Because I believe that in a moment like that, when that happened, everybody needs to be around the person who actually was involved in actually making the event come together. So basically this video is about how I became a mother. Yes, it's gonna detail, entail everything that has to do with relationships, how to communicate with your partner if you are in a relationship, how to actually plan things out so that you don't find yourself in situations like myself. I thought I was in a dungeon. I thought I would never come out. I thought like the universe was just reacting some other way towards me, because I felt like I I did something wrong to the universe when that happened to me. So basically, this video is about to teach young girls out there on how to actually choose a partner in their dating life, if I could put it like that, because it is very vital to know what type of person you're going to be like in a relationship with, what type of person that is, what are their intentions with your life, and what do they bring to the table if you do go into a relationship with a certain somebody. And even worse, if all fails, or I don't know how to put it, but if all fails, whereby you guys have an unplanned pregnancy, how to approach it and how to be adults about it. Being adults meaning I'm basically pointing this to 18 years and going up. But nowadays, you find girls falling pregnant at the age of 12, falling pregnant at the very tender age of 12 years old. And I still don't understand why the government, up until today, has allowed children to like actually concern themselves on having legal abortions without their parents' consent, but they are still that very young. To me, it goes back to the fact that we still need to educate children more about sexual intercourse and how it could affect one's life if you engage in such activities at a very young age, because it is still a taboo in our communities whereby sex, when you speak about sex, it is still seen as if it's something that needs to be hidden from the youth. And then you find kids who fall pregnant at a young age of 12, and that is quite saddening, and it is very, very much heart-aching to me because I work in the health department and I've seen a lot of teenagers who come into the hospital without the knowledge of what a condom is and how to actually use a condom and what is um, sexual intercourse means and how not to engage in such activities if you are not willing to do so, and how to actually like prevent any unwanted pregnancies. So yeah, we still need to teach our kids on how to actually say no, on how to actually like withhold their hormones and control them and actually be the future leaders in our country. So it goes back to the fact that I grew up in a family whereby sex was a taboo. It still is a taboo to speak about because my mom is a praying woman and she's a saved woman. So for her to speak about the boys to me is still seen as like something that is woo-ha. But at my age, and when I fell pregnant, is it's so unlikely for parents to still think that we don't have boyfriends and all that stuff because I fell pregnant at the age of 25. So growing up for me was very nice. It was okay. I grew up, I was a child who always stayed indoors, a child who never went out, who never had friends around the community. And I never had the chance whereby I would say the teenage lover phase, like those type of relationships. I never had that. I only broke my virginity at the age of 18, 2011 to be precise. And I know it's TMI time, but I broke my virginity at the age of 18, 2011. And that's a story for another day because the way I lost it was not a very nice way. But yeah, it is a story for another day. It is still another topic that is not spoken about that we run away from, and how to lose your virginity. So yeah, for me, dating at a very young age, I never had that experience. I grew around boys, so I was more likely to be around my brothers all the time. All the time, I was just that girl who was a tomboy. I never knew anything about having a boyfriend up until 2012 when I had my first initial boyfriend. And yeah, that was an experience I cannot explain because I never understood what it meant to be a girlfriend to somebody, what it meant to be in a relationship. I never understood that. I never at all, because I never had the experience of being a teenager and being in a relationship. So yeah, me and relationships, never worked out. If I could put it like that, because I would jump from one guy to another, to another, to another, to another. And up until I met this guy, 2017, I was only 24 years of age. And I was looking for a job. Actually, I just graduated. I graduated 2016, so I was looking for a job. So I met this guy. This guy DM'd me on Instagram, Mugel unale Instagram. So this guy DM'd me on Instagram and he was like, dude, I can see like we've got mutual friends and this and that and this and that. I'm like, yeah, I can see that. It was like, okay, can we just be friends, just me and you be friends and all that stuff, so that Mastiban mutual music, it won't be such an awkward moment whereby who's this person? I'm like, no, it's true, dude, like it's okay, we can be friends, it's fine. So Mugai came to see me in my place and we started chatting from there and we exchanged numbers. And then he was like, no, man, I just like your vibe, just like who you are. I want you to be my girlfriend. I'm like, okay, Mugai is not bad. Mugai is educated, because I don't do uneducated men. Mugai is educated. Mugai ufunda UWC. He's okay. He's an okay guy. He's a student. All right. All right. He was doing his masters in sports management, something, something. So okay, yeah, we started dating. It was 2017, May. Yeah, we started dating. So we dated for I think 7 months, if I'm not mistaken. We started dating at mid-May. So I'd say May, June, July, August, September, October, no, October. Yeah, we did it 6 months. And then November came. Mugai started showing his true colors. That he was the guy. He was the it guy. So Mugai was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go MIA on this girl. Me being me was like, okay, I'm chilled. I know I don't last good relationships. So what? I'm gonna be okay. Fine, November passed, December passed, January we came back to Cape Town. So December we went home for holidays. He's also from the Eastern Cape, I'm also from the Eastern Cape. And then January came back and then Mugai comes back into my life and he's like, dude, January 2018, yeah. It's like, no, dude, I just wanted to apologize. And I know I was the wrong one in the relationship. And I just want to make up for the lost time, blah, blah, blah. And me being me and me loving the guy, because there's nothing wrong about loving somebody and being in love with someone. I forgave him, thinking that I was doing the right thing. And yeah, so he came back January 2018 into my life. So it was January, February. 1st of March, it's my birthday, guys. Mugai forgets. He forgot my birthday. I think he forgot. But okay, yeah, he forgot my birthday. And I was like, you know what? This guy is not serious about me. And so my friends just threw me a party and all that stuff. Like, no, girl, don't stress, blah, 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 blah. So days went by and on the 3rd of March 2018, I remind Mukai, like, Mukai, isn't there something that you forgot? And the guy is like, oh shit, sorry for that. It's like, oh my god, I'm sorry, I forgot your birthday, please can I make it up for you? And nah, 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 nah. So he's like, no, he's gonna cook dinner for me, he's gonna create some scenery, whatever, and blah blah blah. So me being me, I went over to his place and yeah, it was nice, it was cute. He apologized, he cooked for me, and it was just a magical night, if I could put it that way. So that night we had sexual intercourse, and sadly we didn't use a condom. And I woke up on 4th of March 2018 and I was like, dude, what if I'm pregnant? And the guy's like, no, you're not pregnant. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not pregnant. So life carried on up until mid-March, whereby I saw, no man, this guy is not into me. This guy doesn't love me. I was like, you know what? I'd rather just call it quits with him before I go into deep in a relationship with this person who doesn't care about me. So I told him, no, dude, you know what? Actually, let's just go our separate ways. Let us just be friends and just be cool like that. So he was like, yeah, it's okay, it's chilled. So we separated. End of March came. Dololo periods. Haibo, maybe they're still coming. Still too early. April passed. Dololo seemed like my periods. Haibo, what's going on? I did pregnancy tests. Negative. Like I'm okay. I'm chilled. But that time I never wanted to go out with my friends. I just wanted to be alone. I was moody. I had severe headaches. I had morning sicknesses. But you know when they say that you become so dumb when you are pregnant with your first child, that shit is real. So I was so blatant towards the fact that I could be pregnant, and me being part of the health department, it never like ran to me like it could never show on the pregnancy home test. I should go to the hospital to actually get tested. So I was like, you know what, maybe I'm too stressed. And then my mom was like, no, I just come back home and just come and like revive yourself, be you again, and maybe you will find a way of finding a job this side. So I went home beginning of May 2018. And my mom, when I got there, my mom was like, for a person who's so stressed, you look so beautiful, like you've gained weight. And I'm like, okay. So in other words, I'm fat. So my mom was like, you know what? I'm gonna give you money. You must go to the doctor tomorrow so that you can sort out your periods and stuff so that you can be okay again. And you must stop stressing, man. I'm like, oh, okay, girl. So I went to the doctor, our family doctor. I went there and he was like, okay, are you sure you're not pregnant? I'm like, no, I'm not pregnant. I know I'm not pregnant because I did my pregnancy test. And mind you, I'm a nurse. He was like, okay, we're gonna do a scan. So we did a scan and then boom, 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 boom. That's the sound I heard. Boom, 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 boom. I was like, wow. And then it's like, congratulations, you're gonna be a mom in November the 29th. And I'm like, dude, you cannot say congratulations. Congratulations for what? Do you understand the stress I'm under right now? Do you understand the people involved in this scenario? There's my mom, there's my dad, there's my sister, there's a boyfriend who is an ex right now. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Hey, and so I left the doctor's rooms, and on my way home, I told my sister, dude, I'm pregnant and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I told Mugai, didn't Mugai just say that that is not my baby? Go and find the father of the child because we only slept once without a condom. Didn't my heart sink? My heart sank like down. My heart broke. I was heartbroken for the first time in my life. I was heartbroken. I never expected that I would ever fall pregnant for the first time, and the guy whom I was dating would reject me in that way. So Mugai told me to go and find the father of his child. And I was like, okay, if you're saying this is not your child, then what will my parents think about me? What will the community think about me? What will my friends say about me? Like, I don't know who the father of my child is if you gonna like reject me like that. And so, long story short, um, the guy didn't accept the fact that he made me pregnant. We made a baby, and now we are pregnant with our first child. He blocked me on all social medias. He blocked me, phone calls, SMSs, everything. He even told his friends, our mutual friends, that they mustn't speak to me. It's sad. It is sad how our brothers have turned into monsters like that. It is sad how the heads of the house have turned into monsters. It is sad how a guy child in our days would reject umntana wakhe wokuqala, their firstborn. So the guy blocked me out, and yeah, I gave birth 22nd November to my beautiful child, and my sister somehow sent the pictures to the guy, like, this is your child, and his bone is healthy, he's bouncy. And yeah, the guy came back and he was like, he wanted to do DNA tests. Sad. So sad. And I was so rebellious towards the fact that I would ever let my child go through such trauma, even if he won't know about it. But in my right conscience, I would know that your father rejected you from the word go. And then when you were born, he did DNA tests just to prove that he's his child. So for me, my first pregnancy was not much of a joyful moment. It was filled with heartache. It was filled with disappointing moments. It was filled with a lot of lessons. And during that time of being pregnant, that is when I regained my strength in prayer. I became Ulindi Sipo that I know. I became closer to God once again because I believe that Father God was teaching me a lesson that if you dare go astray in your way, I will bring you down because I am the one who put you up. And when you were up there, you forgot about me. Comes back to the fact that never lose your morals, never lose your values when you go out there to the world. Never lose where you come from, how you grew up, and how you were taught to actually live life. Because abazali bethu play a huge role in what we become in our near future. So during those trying times in my pregnancy, being alone, being isolated, being at home, being depressed, and praying about everything and anything, that moment, that time in my life I will never forget, because that is the moment whereby I really knew who I was, what I'm meant to be, and what I carry inside me. I carry greatness. I carry a dignified soul. I carry a person. I carry a woman who knows how to stand her ground, who knows how to fight her battles the right way, who knows how to actually approach life in a different manner than other people would do. Because had I retaliated when he blocked me out of his life, like in a way by I would be swearing at him, going to his family, going through all the trouble of trying to get his attention and trying to force him into his child's life. I don't know where I would be right now. I don't know where my relationship with God would be right now. I don't know if I would be sitting here and actually making this video, because some other women don't have the strong will of actually standing alone in situations like that. Some people crumble down, but I didn't, because I knew that at the end of this all, this is what I want to achieve and this is what I want for my child. Yes, it's not easy. Yes, it is very challenging to be a single parent, because there are a lot of dynamics in having a child and having to feed the child, having to clothe that child, having to provide shelter for the child. It is very, very stressful if the person you actually made the child with is not in your life anymore and is not so supportive at all. Like, and I say, like, it is very, very difficult. But I urge the community at large to actually teach abantwana about sexuality, about intercourse, sexual intercourse, about having boyfriends, about pregnancies. Let us teach our young children on how to actually engage in such matters, on how actually to be in a relationship with somebody and knowing what they want in life, because we tend to choose partners simply because we just want to be with somebody. Asibazi abantu bazithini ii-dreams zabo. We don't know where they want to be. We don't know what they are living for. We don't know i-background yabo uba injani. So yeah, bantase, that is my incidency, bitsy of becoming a mom. But andikhalazeli into, like I am very grateful to be a mom. So grateful. I love my baby. He looks just like me. Yeah, he looks just like me, and yeah, we thank God that I could survive those trying times. We thank Him so much. And I hope and pray that this video finds you in a position whereby you can relate, whereby you can actually show it to somebody who's going through the same thing that I actually went through, and just to give them a hope of the fact that it is possible. It is possible, even if Utatumdara rejects you. It is possible. You can make it by yourself. Yes, it's not easy, but it is possible to be a mom, to be a single parent, and live your best life the best way you know how. So, okay, yeah. Thank you for watching this, and I hope and pray that you're going to subscribe, like, and share my video with your beautiful friends, because your girl be here inspiring you, be here talking to you about izinto ezinknowledgeable. So, okay, yeah. Thank you, bantase.